The year is 2026 and the Nintendo Wii U will be turning 14 years old, but the question is, should you buy one? In this video, I'll be letting you guys know the experience of mine and how it's been over the last 1 to 2 years, and what the possibilities are with these things. They can do some really cool things that I'll get to later in the video. The Nintendo Wii U was released in 2012 and was Nintendo's worst selling console to date, and it only sold 13.6 million units. The Nintendo Wii U was the successor of the very popular Nintendo Wii. One of the reasons why it failed so badly and sold about a ninth of the Wii is because people didn't know it was a predecessor. Most people thought it was just this screen add-on, and it was just, yeah, they were just selling a screen bundled with a regular Wii. Also, I won't show them because of copyright, but also the advertisements were terrible. They were aimed towards only children and not even grandparents like the Wii was. And also, in the advertisements, Nintendo just never made it clear that it was a brand new console that they had released. So, despite Nintendo's horrible efforts with selling this console, doesn't mean it's a bad console. Well, absolutely not. It's the opposite of that. In fact, I did a community post the other day here, and it's probably at about 4,000 votes as you're watching this. Right now it's about 3,000, 3.5 as I'm recording this video, but it has gone super well, and everyone's pretty much voted the Wii U. Well, more than half of the people, I believe, have voted Wii U. I'm going to play some games in a sec, but before I do, make sure you consider subscribing. I've got lots of videos to come. Already got lots on there already. And if you're into gaming, whether it be on a Nintendo console, a PlayStation console, or an Xbox, which I'll get one soon eventually, or PC, then you'll like my channel. So as you can see, I've got Super Mario 3D World loaded up on both. And as you can see, the screen of the gamepad, it's alright. It is just a 480p LCD. It's a pretty dim screen as well. But compared to the Switch 2, obviously the Switch 2 is going to be a lot better screen, but Switch 2 is a very nice looking screen. But however, when you go on the TV, when you're playing on a TV, this game looks very good, like all the colors and everything. Of course it is the TV, but there's a massive difference as you can see. So if you're just playing on the TV, you can of course just use this as a controller on the TV, as I'm struggling to hold it, but as you can see. But yeah, it's not too bad to be honest. But yeah, I've been playing all this game on the Wii U. I've only played the Bowser's Fury on the Nintendo Switch. But as you can see, the graphics are really good. Like, you do have some bits here and there, and the background's all blurred out. Whereas on the Switch, as you can see, this is just handheld mode. It's not. It's obviously because of better graphics. But for a 12-year-old console, this game is really well optimized. It looks great on it, and it's a great experience. Also, this controller I have with me is the official Nintendo Wii U Pro controller, and people say it's one of the best controllers ever made. It's known for its 80-hour battery life, which is completely true. I've probably only had to charge it 2 or 3 times my ownership, but it's a very good controller, very comfy, just like the gamepad here. But yeah, very good controller. You may be wondering about how I've got all these games here, and I've got them all for free. That's because my Wii U is modded. I'm sure you guys all know about it, or most of you would. So you can basically put an SD card from your computer, download some stuff. It's quite complicated on the Wii U. It's a bit easy on the 3DS, but still not as easy. But it's very cool. I've got all these games for free. Like this game alone here is about $100 these days. Breath of the Wild as well. You've got pretty good on the Wii U though. I've got more games here as well. And then here as well, so you got Wii games on it as well. This thing is pretty much just a Wii as well. You can just plug the sensor bar into the back, and then it does act as a Wii. You can connect Wii controllers up, even for some Wii U games, I believe. I think 3D World may work with it. But I've also got some retro games, as you can see here, and they all work really well. No issues at all. One of the best games to play on these actually is Mario Kart DS, because I'll show you some gameplay later on in the video at the end of it. But you can have the top screen of the DS on here, and then the bottom screen on the gamepad. So that's really cool. And the good thing about modding your Wii U is it's got some of the best games Nintendo's ever made that have also been ported to the Switch. This game, Mario Kart 8, is on the Switch. 3D World, like I just played. Toad Treasure Tracker, also on the 3DS. They've made a new version of Mario Maker, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, and Breath of the Wild. And there's also some others as well. The next game I'm going to play a little bit to challenge it is Need for Speed Most Wanted U, and then I'll get to the DS games, Mario Kart DS, and show you what that's like as well. The controls aren't bad for it. You got the trigger to go as usual. The trigger doesn't have much travel though, So it's not nowhere near as good as your Xbox One or PS4, PS5 controller for a racing game. It's 30 FPS. It doesn't feel like a new game. It's got those kind of graphics where like it's meant to look good on like a new console and all that, but it makes it kind of look like a 20-year-old Need for Speed game. However, it's not bad. It's 30 FPS. Obviously, if you're comparing it to a PC, it's going to be a lot worse, or a PS4. But because it just makes it feel like an older Need for Speed game, if that makes sense. Like, it's not necessarily bad. It's just an older Need for Speed game, to be honest. On the TV, colors look good and everything. It's not the smoothest, but it is pretty good though. Especially the colors and everything. The graphics aren't that bad. It's actually a pretty good port considering the power of that thing. That it's even weaker than a Nintendo Switch. Not by too much, but it is weaker. However, on the gamepad, as you can see, it doesn't look as good. It's alright, but it's just a bit dim while playing. And on the TV, it just feels a lot smoother, to be honest. By the way, the Wii U will play games at 720p to 1080p on the TV. And then on the gamepad, this will be always at 480p resolution, because that's what the screen is. But not too bad. But for some games it can struggle. This game's not too bad, to be honest. So here I've got Mario Kart DS up on my Wii U, and it looks alright to start on just the menus, but let's see how it is while playing. So now I've got Mario Kart DS, and it's actually super smooth, to be honest, like on the screen. Oops. It's honestly super... Of course the resolution is not the best, but like it's actually not bad, to be honest. Like I could easily play this. Here's the screen as well. Just kind of do it like that for a bit. The cool thing about this though is you can actually choose whether you'd like to have like both of... I've chosen it so it's more like... Oops. I've chosen it so I've got the bottom screen on here and then the top screen on there, which I think is much better. I'm not concentrating at all right now. But you can actually choose it so both of the screens could be just on your TV if you'd like. But very cool experience, to be honest. So if you're modding your Wii U just to play DS games, I'd honestly recommend it. This is honestly awesome. And I've had 2 blue shells in the last minute or so. But yeah, this is a very cool experience. It feels like it was made to play on this, to be honest. It just feels normal. But the coolest thing is, someone correct me if you want in the comments, but I do believe you can actually play with someone on their DS. Like, actually connect from your Wii U to the DS and play Mario Kart DS with someone. Correct me if I'm wrong though. So the question is, should you buy a Nintendo Wii U in 2026? I absolutely recommend you should. They only go for around $100 US or so. Well, that's where I'm from. I'm in Australia, so 150 or so. But about 100 US if we're converting. But to be honest, for that price, it's very good. You're getting whole 20 years or so of Nintendo games previously from it, which you can download from your PC. So you need a SD card and a hard drive or a USB stick to do so and follow some sort of video. But to be honest, for the price, you're getting a lot compared to even just a regular Nintendo Switch where you still have to spend $40 on games or so. But if you enjoyed the video, maybe even give it a like or even subscribe if you'd like. But if you have any questions or I missed anything, then make sure you comment below.